Hello, how's it going, everybody? It's June 4th, 2018. Harmontown is in a new venue at the beautiful Dynasty Typewriter at the Hayward Theater. Right here in MacArthur Park in the prestigious prostitution district. I'm very, very proud to be back, and I'm more proud to say out loud to all of y'all, Harmontown is now in session. Yeah, this place is groovy. Speaking of groovy, let's bring out the Game Master, Spencer Crittenden.
Oh, yeah.
And just to keep things consistent, how about a mayor up in this piece? Let's welcome your mayor, Mr. Dan Harmon.
Yo, 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 yeah, 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 yo, yeah, 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 hip hop, HIP, HOP to the HP, Lovecraft, Cthulhu. I'm gonna rap, cause that's what you do to me. You make me wanna rap free. I'm from the streets, but now I gotta pee in your mama's mouth. From the north and the south and the east and the west on her breast. Rapping is pretty easy, just like George loved Wheezy. You just rhyme certain words that tend to come up like little turds. The same words arrive when you're rapping live. You get some energy from the crowd, then you rap. Don't be loud! Thank you for setting me up for that. There's a lower bar for what's funny now. Thank God we were 8 months in a dark cave. I didn't cut my hair or shave. I was a lonely, sad, curmudgeonly knave. I rapped a lot about sadness. Now I'm back and talking about badness. I'm here at Dynasty Typewriter rapping about pee. All right, let's... Hello, Los Angeles. I can't make eye contact with you yet. Have you noticed I haven't made eye contact with you?
This feels right. This feels like an old-timey vaudeville house meets movie theater meets it's sexy in here. It smells like popcorn.
That's me. That's me. And I spent so long picking this shirt, and then it was like, oh, does the shirt go with the pant? And then there was pizza backstage, and there's just grease. Just spots all over.
Is this your way of subtly pointing out that you've lost quite a bit of weight, Dan Harmon?
Yeah, pizza stains is my way of... Yeah, well, I mean, that's about it. I can't really, there's nothing to talk about. Let's see. I guess, I mean, here's a segment. A new segment. It's called...
our new promise here at the new theater, segments.
We're going to bring the segments.
Yeah.
Our research shows people like segments.
Yes. You're going to be tired of segments before the show is over.
Yeah. I watched the Human Centipede trilogy. I know people love segments. They're gonna sew his ass to mouth. Oh! This segment is called "Who Are You Kidding?" with Dan Harmon. Who are you kidding? This segment's about who are you kidding? Do you think you're kidding someone when you say these things? There's two things, they belong in the same category. Who are you kidding?
Wait, not to take away from how good that intro song was. You couldn't see it, but Brandon Johnson just ran from backstage up through the house with a piece of pizza in his hands. Like one of the Boogans in A Quiet Place. He just fucking he heard somebody yelling outside and is eating a baby. Why? He couldn't go around?
There's no around to go.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
People think that Brandon is like we call him in when you're out of town, but Brandon's always with us. He haunts us like a little pizza ghost. he's a pizza thief. All right.
Where were we?
This is called Who Are You Kidding?
Who you kidding?
Okay, so okay, I run the risk of. Please appreciate my candor. I run the risk of offending a lot of close friends, really, when I say this. But like, you know, when you know that, like that anybody who is actively working in the television or movie industry as a writer, we know that you don't really actually want to pick our brain. You want us to read your shitty script. Like you want us to. You want some. It's not you pick your brain. Like when you say, "I just want to pick your brain." That's not true. You don't. That's not what you want to do. Because that sounds fun. Like no, it sounds like you want to like actually like. Oh, I want to hear all about like what you have to say. But that's not really. It never works out that way. When you say pick your brain, you mean. I need something from you. I want something from you. I want a favor from you. That's a lunch that no one's going to show up for. Who are you kidding?
Dan, can I pick your brain for a second? I have some dry cleaning I need picked up by 8.
I just want to pick your brain. And it's always like you go, oh, well, what did you want to pick my brain about? Well, boy, I'm in a real pickle because I wrote this screenplay and I want to give it to Roseanne, but I also want to. It's like there's no way. What do you mean? Like you just.
Now's the perfect time.
Yeah. I don't know why is she in my iCloud? Well, the reason she's in everyone's iCloud.
Oh, Dan, I can get you Roseanne. She's working at competitive rates right now.
I really got to walk back. I don't know if I've done it on this podcast, but I got to walk back like 20 years of basically going to bat for Roseanne. And here's why. Because, I mean, there was a time when all she was she was just branded crazy lady with power. And, like, I'm super woke and was back then. And I had a girlfriend at the time that was like a media studies analyst thingamabob, and she was I was having trouble at Community, and I would come home and was like, fucking Sony doesn't get me, and NBC and all these Ivy League guys and all this stuff, and she's like, Roseanne went through what you're going through, and I kind of gobbled it up, and it was like, oh really? I thought Roseanne was a crazy lady, and she's like, well, what do you think women with power are called? They're called crazy ladies by the like Old Boys Network, and so I always, that was like 15. That was a million years ago. That was 8 years ago. But like that whole time, I've always been like, and then I heard they were rebooting the show, and I'm like. I saw like the people being like, "Oh, we shouldn't do this stuff," and I gotta say, I was like, to the extent that we have to like be accountable to our tweets, like our tweets mean anything. But I did weigh in on the side of like, "Hey, come on, let's not overreact. What if it's like all of the family? Like, isn't that gonna be therapeutic and wonderful?" And I had friends. Anyways, turns out she's a crazy lady. so. Oh.
Rob Schraub, you know how the
I thought my observation like came into the station and like I was so proud of myself. Turns out she's a crazy lady. Everyone was like, "Woo!" And
Rob Schraub, for our listeners, has a vacuum.
What?
He's holding an ineffectual microphone to it. You know, Showtime with the Apollo has the Sandman. He comes out with a broom. This is like the white privilege version of that.
Oh, come on out. Come on out.
Rob Schraub, everybody. Who you kidding?
I was hoping that was going to be a lot more disruptive.
Thing is, modern vacuum cleaners, a little quieter, a little subtler.
It's on hiss mode.
All right, there's one more.
For real?
It's on hiss mode.
Well, put it on loud comedy entrance mode.
There's one more part to my segment. I don't know if...
All right, we're okay. Di- Dan, you want to take it back to Who You Kidding? You got. All right, we're back to Who You Kidding? You got one more, right? Or
Yeah,
is
I
there-
got another one. Yeah.
You got a new one? Okay, back to Who You Kidding?
Who you kidding? Who you kidding? These are things that make me say, who you kidding?
Is that good enough?
What? 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 What?
You like?
Is that good enough?
I totally
I don't,
failed.
Where does
Totally
that
failed.
outrage come from? I don't even know. What is, I feel like someone shit on my
He's
head,
mad. He's
and
mad
then
that
they're
he
like,
had the vacuum set on quiet mode, and he was making up for it.
"This guy is a watchdog group for -1."
Okay, Rob, scoot down stage. That's
Yeah,
the-
I'm
you're
not
too-
hearing. I'm not hearing myself.
Yeah, get up to the edge of that curve. There you go, right up there.
Yeah.
All right, look, I gotta get this out. I have segment OCD. Let me just wrap up this segment.
Hello, Dan.
Hi.
How have you been? Haven't seen you in a while.
Fine.
Dan's been busy thinking up segments.
He's got a busy segment.
It's the only segment. I mean, after this, the show's in a fucking dry ditch. I hope you got some moisture for us then.
Oh yeah.
It's all fine and well when I'm
Oh.
here abboting your Costello, but guess what? I'm about to go into fucking
Oh,
shadow lock, and you better bring your Saturn III robot.
Yeah. I'm gonna Keitel your Hector.
Blue Dreamers. Blue Dreamers. Okay, kids. Just rent it. It's called Saturn III. Farrah
Your
Fawcett.
body is very beautiful.
By the way, if you drove here tonight, your car is gone.
Spencer.
That's the Harmontown guarantee.
Hey, Spencer. Are you sinking into the ground since the last show?
No, Rob, I'm just short.
Is your table unfeasibly high or your chair strangely low?
No, I've been losing weight. It turns out you can lose weight in more than one direction.
Yes. You take out 3 vertebrae, it's like 7 pounds.
No, it's amazing. There's a lot of life hacks that I've learned. Do you know how much a kidney weighs? 20
No.
pounds.
Wow.
Yeah,
What?
I know. I lost 40 pounds.
Spencer almost got beat up on Hillhurst.
Look, let me put a ribbon on this.
No, put it-
I don't even believe
You
in
got
the
the
segment that much. That's the thing, is that it's not my fault that it's going to be overloaded and then fall flat. Like,
Who
I
you
just-
kidding,
I just
everybody? We're
need
back
to
to Who You
finish it.
Kidding?
This is good. This is good. People
you
like
kidding?
this.
Who are you kidding when you say these things? Who are you kidding? Do you really think you're fooling people? Who are you kidding? With Dan Harmon.
Who you kidding with Dan Harmon?
All right, so I just want to say, has anybody in the history of the entire species across the whole planet, has anybody ever achieved, when being told to calm down, calmness? Has anybody ever been told to calm down and had, as a result, calmness come over them? It's never ever happened, right? And I'm gonna wager this, and I'm not gonna get hyperbolic. I'm gonna cut it back to 90%. I'm gonna say 90% of the people who say calm down are in a bit of an agitated state. But I'm allowing for 10% of like crazy circumstances where there's like a paramedic who's genuinely trying to be helpful. It's like, calm down, like you're dying, or your mom is like, what do I do, Mom? Like I got bit by a shark, and
I think if you're like you're training to be a fighter pilot and you're like one of those big simulators and you start like, and they're like, oh, you're crashing, the things are happening, and the guy,
Charlie's in the bush.
and the instructor says, okay, calm down. Like this is advice.
yeah.
Like take a chill to the
You know what I
pill.
hate? The most irritating context of it all is that because I listen to a lot of true crime shows, it's just like fucking 911 operators. Like, you calm down. Oh my God, my baby's been stabbed with a demon knife. Ma'am, calm down. Like, what are you talking about? Like, it's so crazy. Like, they keep saying calm down. And the thing that drives me nuts about it is, if you listen to any amount of true crime, we all know what happens if you are calm when you call 911. You get thrown in prison for 20 years because they can't get past your fucking weird tone on the 911 call. It doesn't sound like his wife got stabbed to me. Yeah, I'm fucking calm. I'm so terrified of somebody I love getting killed. I'm gonna call 911. It's gonna be like, when I leave a store, if I don't buy anything, I act like a shoplifter because I'm like, so anyways, take it easy. Because I just feel like, well, you should have bought something, but I didn't, so I guess I look like I'm stealing something, so I'll just lean up against the door and stretch, and then I don't want them to think I'm bolting, and then I look like I'm stealing something. If you get stabbed, I'm not, and then
If
I call 911.
if I call up 911 dispatch and I say that there was a demon knife involved, and the person on the other end of the line's first question isn't about demon knives, then fuck them.
Yeah, man, calm down.
It's a demon knife. Spencer, what is the what's critical on a demon knife?
17 to 20.
You're saying
On a
there
baby?
should be there's got to be a better way, is what you're
I
saying.
think what he's saying is people who say calm down, who are you kidding?
Who you kidding? Who you kidding? Oh, who you kidding?
Do you have another one there?
No, that's the segment. Not long enough for you?
No, I mean, you were looking at your phone and you kind of phoned the dance.
Well, I got other stuff on my phone, but it's like garbage. I
So glad these comfortable chairs made it all the way from Starburns Castle to downtown Los Angeles. These fucking awful pieces of shit chairs.
They fit right over your head though, very comfortably, and they come right off.
Fucking hate it.
Hey, Rob, look, there's a chair over by the piano. There's chairs. We've got some weird
Rob at the piano.
We've got some weird Edwardian furniture over here from back when the Hayworth Theater was built in the 1790s. When
Keep talking.
No, well, I'm.
wait, we got
Rob Straub procured a.
we got mini
podium.
comptroller status over here.
Are you narrating for you're describing?
I'm
for
trying, yeah.
What is he doing?
Keep talking. This is dead air.
Well, the president's wife is missing. Who are you kidding? Who are you kidding?
Who are you kidding?
I knew there was three. There had to be a third.
She keeps issuing communiques. It's like David Miscavige's wife, isn't it? It's like that Scientology thing.
Oh yeah.
Like where's that lady? But
Straub's
Schraub
got a
is
hat.
exploring the space right now, Dan.
But I wanted to. I cut and pasted these paragraphs from. Damn it.
Straub's wearing a golden hat.
I guess we missed having an audience. I guess.
I mean, we spent 4 years at a comic book back room then went like to a weird warehouse. But now we're in a proper theater, and now we found out the showman that Rob really is.
I've been hiding it pretty good.
Spencer is being diminished by his table. Hey, Rob, Dan, Rob and I came up with a segment before the show. See that cabinet back there? That's called Rob's Cabinet of Horrors.
Oh man, Reddit is not gonna like this.
Oh, what was that? Yeah, why
man.
why did a guy leave a comment on my Instagram today? I looked at there's one guy on my Instagram that said, "Hey, are you going to address last week's show? I think you better go to the subreddit."
Oh, damn. He went there. Holy shit.
What does he do? What? First of all, happy to prove him wrong. Did not have to go to the subreddit. Feel fine. But what did he mean? What did you?
Well, you gotta go to the subreddit if you want.
I don't.
You
There's
said
got to
you-
be a way around this. There can't be things that are only
Yeah.
discussable on
Dan,
the subreddit.
what you're doing right now is what they call refusal of the call. This is a call to adventure that you are choosing to refuse right now.
I'm not
Yeah.
going on the subreddit. I don't care how cryptic you are. Hey, Bitcoin rewards on the subreddit. I'm not falling for it. Anyways, I don't know. This isn't worth.
It's not worth it.
There's a segment called "It's Not Worth It." It's not worth it. Just something I pasted into my phone. It's not worth it at all. It's just a waste of time. Cover your ears if you like entertainment. I saw this paragraph. I'm subscribed for some reason to this CNN newsletter, and Brian Stelter, he kind of does this little newsletter at the end of the day, and he is talking about our missing first lady, and but he kind of interrupted himself because his little headline. It's like in this newsletter thing. It goes, "This story is a talker." Let me fend off some of the criticism I've already seen on social media.
Wait,
Let me stop you there. What are you doing?
is,
Why do you see?
is talker a word that I don't know what that means?
It's in quotes. I
that mean, like-
think he's gonna define talker.
Or
for
he's
you.
going to say people are talking about it? Or he's saying this is when I talk and you don't get to.
This
weigh
story
in.
is a talker. Let me fend off some. It's like, hey, I'm CNN. You should be paying attention to me because I am the news. Anyways, First Lady's missing. Hey, all right, before I continue with this, let me just explain. This isn't the kind of news you get to complain about. This is a talker.
Talker.
Let me fend off some of the criticism I've already seen on social media. No, this is probably not the most important story involving the Trumps right now, but it's
Thank
a
you.
talker in a way that policy debates and ethics scandals and abuse of power allegations are typically not. People are genuinely curious about this and concerned about her. What you're CNN? What are you doing? Wait, that's more news. That paragraph, CNN losing its mind, is more newsworthy than.
Does anybody here in the audience know that term, a talker, and what that actually means?
I think he's just he's indoctrinating us
He's saying,
into
"Shut the fuck
CNN
up and let
speak."
me
They're like,
fucking
it's a
finish my
talker.
thought."
No, the context is like
It's a
something people are
talker.
talking about a
It's
lot.
like a squeaker.
Yeah.
But he said the other things weren't talkers, and those are things that people are also
Right.
talking about more than his.
Yeah, that was a stupid thing to have said, and he said it.
Right. But then there's a second paragraph that goes, at the same time, as I said on Sunday's Reliable Sources, I think there's a risk of some liberals falling into a conspiracy theory trap here by assuming the worst about what's going on. We need less speculating, more reporting.
Right, like less headlines saying that the first lady's missing, maybe.
Well, what the
Yeah.
fuck? Like, what kind
This
of
is no time for-
whiplash abusive relationship is this?
This
What
is
it
no
a
time for glib.
gaslighting, like Why don't you just give me a script about how dumb I am, and I'll read I'm dumb. Like, sorry, CNN. Like, what am I feel like I owe the news an apology now. Why don't you just do what you think is news, and I'll watch you or not?
Is this story about how we're paying attention to Melania missing wrong?
Yeah, it's
Yes,
not.
yes.
We're not doing it the perfect way.
But also don't jump down my throat for bringing it to you, because this fucker's a talker.
Because he is doing it the perfect way.
And you need to just listen. It's a talker. You need to take this shit to your water cooler, but when you do, don't flip the fuck out, you libtards. Don't start going all crazy and wearing tinfoil hats about it. We're just gonna talk about it. It's a talker.
It's a talker.
I'm overwhelmed. I'm exhausted with there's so much conversation.
Because it comes off to me more as a think piece.
This isn't a thinker.
It's not a thinker.
Not a thinker. This is definitely a talker.
That's what it is. A talker, you don't got to think about it. You just got to talk and talk and talk and talk.
This
I feel
one's
like
a talker.
I feel like in this time of more information per second being more overwhelming and stuff, I feel like there's an increasing amount of bandwidth being spent on us talking to each other about how we should be perceiving things,
right?
Which is even extra insane because the objective information would be the cure to all this. Like we could it's right within our grasp. It could be like, oh, let's just be objective because we're getting a little too subjective, but we don't want to do that, so we're just doubling down on the subjectivity, and we keep going all right, now don't start perceiving this the wrong way, and don't normalize this.
Right.
Don't tell me what to normalize. You're normal. You're the TV telling me not to normalize. This is crazy.
Yeah, it's I don't know if tone policing is the right word, but it's definitely the media being all here's how you should think, and it shouldn't be critically of me.
Yeah.
And it's well, that's what everyone bad does.
Yeah, tone policing. Did we coin it?
Well, tone policing is its own thing. It's probably a Venn diagram, so I don't know. It might be wrong to label it, but it sounds like it.
Here to talk about that, let's bring out Don Lemon, everybody. Don Lemon.
I thought you had talked to Brandon about doing an impression.
Oh, just now. Dan.
What?
Racist.
Oh.
Busted, finally. Taking us 30 years, we fucking finally did it.
If I said let's bring out Anderson Cooper, you would have said, oh, I thought Brandon and you had worked up a bit.
All right, you got me.
Okay.
You got me. You got me. You caught me seeing
Let's bring
race.
out Brandon Johnson. Brandon Johnson! Oh, shit.
Yo.
Where's he go?
Oh,
he
left.
He just fled back into the night like the Phantom.
I think he needs a longer running start.
Brandon, are you going to haunt this theater like the Phantom of the Opera?
Brandon, I think he really meant it. He wants you to come up here.
Brandon, get up here. He had his chance. He was on stage and he ran right back up.
Thank you.
Brandon also did stage work.
Right? This is what I'm talking about. A sense of showmanship.
It's been amazing so far. Make some noise.
Chicken wire, motherfucker.
Yeah.
God damn it.
Those chairs suck, right?
Yeah.
Those chairs make your ass fall asleep.
It might not be.
Let's.
Do we
Maybe.
Did we knock it out?
Check if there's a button or a switch on the mic. Yeah.
He might have turned it off.
Is there a button or a switch on the mic?
Jeffrey's gonna see if he turned it off.
I did it.
Whoa! Oh my gosh!
It's that.
Are you with the theater? Okay, good. No offense, but you look like any one of our fans.
This is Brian, everybody. Brian, the tech man. Brian.
Check, check, check.
Just so
Okay.
you know, for the future
There we
of us
go.
doing it
Okay,
here,
that,
if
I
there's
think
ever any malfunctions, you could just run up on stage and start fucking with us.
Well, he was helping. I mean, if someone dove on the stage and started working with the wires, I mean, that's definitely a lot better scenario than we could ask for.
Dan,
I'm encouraging it.
Dan, can we get a mic check on you now?
yeah, check one.
Yes!
Hey, do you want me to turn that off for you?
I don't know. We could do it.
Can we hear a little, who are you kidding in that voice?
Hey, Zach, how about we get a beat since we got the vocoder going? Why don't we
MC.
put a little beat on?
MC Gun Control.
Yo, MC, you and me. MC, gun control. Gun control. Be aware of guns and how much they control. I'm MC Gun Control. My bet is you can't tell which side I'm on. It's one of our show's few return characters. MC Gun Control. The last 2 of 3 appearances have featured me explaining the joke. I'm MC Gun Control, but you don't really know if I like guns or not.
Oh shit! It's time to take a stand, gun control. Take a stand now.
I'm
Pick
sorry.
a point. Left or right, up or
What?
down. Guns or no guns. NRA or go away.
So dumb. Because my name is Gun Control. That it already implied. I mean, it was a poorly launched bit. It never made sense. No one that's in favor of guns ever uses the phrase gun control.
MC Gun Control, Warwolf, or Yanny.
I'm sorry, what?
Which one do you hear? Warwolf or Yanny?
Oh, obviously, Lion. All right, cut it. Come on. This-
All right.
He's against gun control. MC Gun Control is against.
It seems like he is.
He dodges the issues so well.
His name should be MC Gun Awareness, not MC Gun Control. Gun awareness. It would have been.
Yeah,
it
but-
would have been. But I mean, in my defense, it was an organically constructed bit. I mean, I don't sit at home in bed coming up with bits. If I do, these tickets are $50. Like you're buying them. You don't even care if you're showing up. They're worth something signed.
Where is your bed? I thought there would be a bed here.
No, man, that was all part of the old Howard Hughes like darkness. Like
Yeah.
we made up
right.
with the audience now. We're back.
Okay.
We're happy. We're doing segments.
You're cleaned up.
Shingle free.
Shingle free. 100% shingle free.
You got your attitude all fixed? Question mark?
Am I upstaging you guys? Am I making you
No.
guys turn?
I think
me-
it looks
Wearing
good.
a glow hat, and I've got a box in front
No,
of me.
isn't this the definition of upstaging? Like you stand upstage and you make your fellow
Yeah, I
performers
would say,
turn their backs.
I would say come down a little bit so then.
Calm down. Calm down a little bit.
I have one more segment I could do.
Hell yeah. You weren't kidding when you said segments.
Mind blowers from my therapist. When you go to therapy, you're Billy Idol and you're with me.
mind blowers from my therapist. I'm from my therapist. I'm screaming with my fist. I'm a I mean, okay.
I mean, yes. if you're gonna steal Nick Cave songs, just tell the crowd.
I'm Billy Idol. What do you mean? Nick.
Oh, that,
Billy
for
Idol?
the listeners at home, the look on Jeff
Now,
Davis's face
that
just
was,
now.
That was okay. I'll call that. If you draw a triangle of Billy Idol, Nick Cave, and David Byrne, you're right in the middle of that triangle. There was a bit of David Byrne in there too.
Well, I know how to make it more David Byrne, but I don't know how to make more Nick Cave. I don't even know.
Well, let's try it.
You want to give the full burn?
You'll never want what you want when your therapist.
Now go full slider over to Billy Idol now.
Gonna go to my therapist.
Now give me a little PJ Harvey. PJ Harvey.
How about Paul Harvey?
Paul Harvey.
Paul Harvey.
Paul Rubens. Paul Rubens.
Come on, that's you guys.
Steve Harvey.
Steve Harvey.
Oh, you should do that. Is that what you want? Racism? You
Who
want
are
to
you
catch
kidding?
the racist?
Who are
Let's
you
all.
kidding? Who the fuck are you kidding?
Everybody wants to catch the racist.
Okay,
What are you gonna do when you catch them?
Brandon, I want Brandon at some point to take this tiny lectern and do Tiny Preacher.
Tiny preacher.
No. You want
Brandon at Lucha Vavoom does a preacher character. What's it called? Is he
Father Brown.
Father Brown. It's pretty goddamn funny. Go to Lucha Vavoom.
This is my podium. I brought it over here.
I wouldn't take that podium from you. I would leave it to you.
Because as you see, I've got a table, brother.
Oh, you fell asleep.
White wedding.
Wow, that's your Billy Idol. Look at that. Wow, 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 wow.
What Billy Idol song is how?
I don't know, lots of them. Isn't that his thing?
Okay, name.
That's like his Shazbot.
Like
I
what,
don't know.
from what?
I don't know.
White
Yeah.
wedding, dance with my soul.
I thought his thing was that, wow! Doesn't he growl and shit?
Yeah.
There's 17 of them in one of his songs. Black Nerd.
Brandon's working on his spin-off podcasts. So come back to the Doomsday Temple Town. What's this place called? The fucking Dynasty. Fucking. I'll
Dynasty
never. Why is
typewriter.
it called
Doomsday Temple Challenge.
Doomsday Temple Town?
Doomsday Temple Challenge.
At the Rita
What's
Hayworth.
going on? I don't even know what's going on.
Brandon's launching his new spin-off podcast called Black Nerd.
Yeah. First episode is all about Black Adam Ant fans.
I gotta hear that
And then
one.
Black Dat Fan fans.
Black what fans?
Dat Fan.
Dat fan.
He's a comedian.
Oh.
He ain't no joke.
Dear Energy.
It seems like minutes since you were
I'm
here.
gonna be honest. I came to watch tonight. I got so baked.
Yeah, but there's
I'm
no.
sitting back there. I got a piece of pizza. Right?
No, we saw you come
I'm
from
sweating
backstage.
balls right now because I'm so high, and I feel as though I've taken the energy in another direction.
No,
It's
no.
good.
But
It's
I'm
good.
fucking good with it.
Did you see? Did you see in
You
the
guys started making black jokes. I had to run on
Jeff
stage.
left.
I don't know what the fuck is going on.
Jeff is viciously anti-pot.
shit.
Hey, everybody, hide. He'll come back and go. And then we'll all come out and kick him. Oh, shit.
Jeff has a pizza.
Jeff brought Brandon a pizza.
Thank you.
He's going to eat all your pizza now. That's good. I'd
God
like
bless
some
you.
cereal.
All right, well, so, look, I mean, I'm the straight man of my own show, so... Do you want me to do the therapist?
Yes!
My brothers to the...
Billy Idol.
Therapist, dance therapist, dance therapist.
We are Devo.
Dan.
He's
Dan,
cured.
I-
He's cured. He went to
I
therapy.
know
He's
it's
cured.
really frustrating to feel out of control and like everyone's kind of disrespecting the two very small things you're trying to do over the course of 2 hours.
Oh, shit.
But I just want you to know that the longer it takes to do these two little bits, actually, the less we have to do.
I know, I'm... Look,
So
I'm,
it's awesome. So I mean, and don't get me wrong, it's very comedic for you to be begrudging about this, and don't lose that. But what I'm saying is, this is great. This is all great.
Yeah.
Spencer, next week, please wear a black shirt. And just and do this. Like the beginning of Zardoz, just kind of, oh yeah, we'll put a little
That
bit
could be
echo on
something.
you.
We have to get it. We can chip in a little bit of our Harmontown money and get a crystal ball on that fucking
Yeah.
table.
I know. I just really want him to become inside the crystal ball.
What if we got a green screen and I just wear an all green suit, and so like I'm just literally a floating head.
Yeah, you wouldn't even have to show up.
Yeah.
What if at the end of 12 episode run here, Spencer was like, I think this is my last episode. I've done everything I want to do. And then he got up, and under the table were 12 dead babies. and then he had broken their necks for 90 minutes each. And each one was a each one had a different zodiac sign.
So you went to therapy, and you're all better now.
No. Well, are these mind blowers? Did you blow your therapist's mind, or did you get your mind blown by the therapist?
Mind blown.
Oh, okay. We want to hear these.
Yeah.
Yeah. So here's
How many do we have? How many? We can count this down. How
this
many?
is just one.
Oh,
This is the
only one.
latest.
We can still count it down.
And now the top one mind blower from Dan's therapist, starting at number 1.
The concept of want versus willing. So,
Yeah.
So her example was, well, I want world peace. I'm willing to be nice to dickheads today. You know, like, you can have an internal dialogue, like, what are you willing to do? It's kind of blown my mind. Like, I've applied it to writing, and
Example.
I was packing my stuff for a Palm Springs trip, and I got out of the shower. I looked at my toenails. I was like, well, those could use a trim.
But what were you willing to do?
And then I was like, well, I'll put that off. I'm gonna pack later. I'll pack last minute, and then I'm gonna be like rushing to clip my toenails. And then a voice in my head said, "Are you willing to clip your toenails right now?" The answer was yes, of course, because it kind of forces a dialogue where you kind of like high road yourself. You're like, "Are you willing to clip your toenails?" What kind of villain says no? No, I'm not willing to clip my toenails. Okay, well then we're at an impasse, as the French would say, or as the British would call it, an impasse, or as the Mexicans would call it, a regular standoff.
Can I ask a question?
I am only upset with that joke that I didn't think of it first.
I have a question. What is this internal voice? Is it your voice or is it somebody
George
else?
Carlin.
George Carlin.
That's great. How'd you get that? I've been
Yeah.
trying.
Is
This
that
is
like
amazing.
Waves?
Oh, you don't have to pay for it. It's
Oh,
it's-
okay.
What, Dan?
It's a common creative license. What do they call it?
Creative Commons license.
Dan, what if your internal voice sounded a little bit like Billy Idol? What would that sound like?
Well, are you willing to clip your toenails? Oh, hi, ha, ha, ha. With a scream and a shout, and you clip your toenails with the blood of the altar. Hawaii, 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 wow.
I always forget he's Hawaiian.
I think that's cool. I mean, I know you like. I always feel like my internal monologue is like, oh, I want to do this and this and this, and then I come up with a bunch of excuses. But it's like you can say you want all sorts of things that you're never going to put forth any effort for, but then you convince yourself that you are kind of, but there's good reasons. But being able to differentiate that is like it's an important distinction.
Yeah, because it slows down time. Like, it's funny how procrastination moves at the speed of light. Like, you, in one fell swoop, will get an entire day's work worth non-working done be at the very top of the day by simply going, what do I want? To write a perfect script.
Right.
Well, that's not going to fucking happen today. So nothing's going to happen today.
Yeah.
So instead, it's like, what are you willing to do? Write 10 pages or write, like my thing is, I'm willing to write for 4 hours if it's easy. Like, I'm willing to not stop typing.
Yeah.
And my therapist is like, slow down, Charlie. I'm like, whoa, like, racist. And, like, she was in Nam, and she's always... no, she's like, and I'm like, no, you don't get it. Like, if I just fucking thought I could just type, you know, just spit in it, then, but it's like you're trying to adapt Vonnegut, and it's like, oh, it's got to be good or something, and it's like, then nothing's gonna get done. But what am I willing to do? I'm willing to do a bad job adapting Vonnegut for 4 hours, and then I'm like, by the way, none of this is applying to the Vonnegut thing. I'm totally tanking it, eating, shitting the bed, and about to get fired. And
Oh
it's
yeah,
awful.
that's right.
Yeah.
When is it due by? Or like a week ago or like tomorrow?
Yeah. When's it due?
It was due like in 1997.
Oh.
That's what are you gonna do with that answer, Jeff?
Huh?
What are you gonna?
Sorry.
What is that gonna do for you?
How do you spell TMZ?
Are you texting Dan's agent?
No, I know. Church just texted me and she goes, they just found Melania 2 hours ago.
No, they found
Thank
her.
God. Oh my God.
Melania's
Can we
resurfaced.
release the confetti?
I understand what you're talking about, Dan, because I, for a while, was... Finally! This is all I wanted. This is all I wanted, for us to be on the same page.
You're like my drop dead Fred.
Can we get somebody from the stage tech department to spike with the tape where all of these tables are, so this never changes? I want mini podium and a little pizza table.
I really do like this. It's fun. I like this stage arrangement.
Hey, do you think Spider-Man gets bummed out when people call him Webhead? I mean, like, it's been around for a while,
Right.
and, you know, Doc Ock goes, Webhead. Do you think
Right.
he's like, it's not funny, stop it. Doesn't make any sense. Does he get pissed off? I mean, like, because they're not letting it go. I mean, we can't tell because he's got the mask on, but I bet he's a little like, Why? I don't understand. You
'Cause
know,
he's-
I have
we-
webs all over my body. It
He's
doesn't make-
canonically hilarious. That's like one of his big traits as Spider-Man. He's like this fucking hilarious, wisecracking guy.
right.
Yeah.
So
But-
like he would be all like, yeah, no, that's hack. But would he be all like, oh yeah, that's like it's like someone using a shitty insult. It has no power. Or would it be all like, come on, why is everyone running with this?
Yeah.
Like
I mean,
cheapy peepee.
this version of Spider-Man is. This version
Yeah.
of Spider-Man is kind of like, for better or for worse, he's just Iron Man Jr., right? Like I watched the Homecoming, and it's like, oh, he's got his little Spider Iron Man suit.
Oh, okay. Then he's a Spider Iron Man now. That's cool.
You haven't seen it?
No.
The Iron Spider.
Excuse me.
Well, what have you seen and haven't seen?
I saw Spider-Man.
Rob, have you seen
Ask him about Atlanta.
In a Quiet Place, Rob? Did you watch it?
Yeah, I saw it.
Did you like those sound
I loved it.
sound boogans? Did you like
I
those?
like sound boogans, yeah.
Sound boogans fucking come
Sound
to get you.
boogans. You gotta like them sound boogans. Have you seen that?
No.
I haven't seen it.
Brandon, you got anything good in theaters right now? God damn, you're so fucking high. Look at this guy. Holy,
Who are you talking
I've
to?
never seen.
Are you talking to me?
The thing is, if you never told anybody, you wear a suit like that, and people think, oh, the only reason you might be high is you forgot to put a tie on tonight.
You wear a suit like that, and people think he shouldn't be
That-
sitting
he
on a
just is
cooler and
realizing
with a
that.
pizza box as a table.
I will tell you that I got into a fight with a guy who was drunk driving who ran me off the road, and then I got
fight?
out. A fight, and I got out of the car, and I was like, "I'll fuck you up," and he was too drunk. He got out of his truck, and he was super drunk, and I was like, "That's not a fair fight. You can't really."
The
He's
hat fell.
paying us all back tonight. Thanks. And he was like, "I'll fuck you up," and he was too drunk, and I was like, "That's not a fair fight. I'm not gonna punch this guy in the face." And then I said to him, "Get the fuck out of here, because the cops are gonna come, and you're drunk, and I have on a suit." And I was stoned out of my ass. And it was so loud that when the cops rolled up, because it was so loud, so high right now, it was so loud, and the cops came, and I fucking walked over to the cops high as a kite and was like, "Officer, this man is inebriated."
When did this happen? What are you saying?
This was on the way here.
Whoa! What? That's crazy.
Yeah.
Why
Yeah.
are you getting into encounters where you're saying I'll fuck you up to people?
I'm always a little curious.
Brandon!
Just want to get out of the car. You want to get out of the car. You want to see what's going on for a second. Let's see. How far is this going to go?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
All right, really, that
Yeah.
took it out of me. And I'll
That's
get back
crazy.
to
We're the same age. You can't fuck anybody up.
No.
Brandon,
No, you're right.
Brandon can fuck anybody in this audience up.
I would never fuck anyone up in Harmontown.
Yay. Yay, applause.
There were no applause.
We love
Now
that.
I changed my mind after that lackluster applause. I'll be out front.
That's so crazy that happened today.
Give me my pizza. Oh, ain't that a bitch?
I know
Isn't that just, a perfect metaphor?
We for sure talked about this. The album cover for the Fat Boys album, where it's them and they're opening a pizza box, and inside the pizza box is the three Fat Boys dressed as old-timey convicts stealing the giant Fat Boys pizza.
Yeah, I want
And
to
they
say
have
it's-
like.
Is it all you can eat?
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
it's and they have like ball and chains on them, and they're like, whoa, but they're just like eating. They're like, it's like, oh, they're eating. We're eating our own pizza.
We're eating us as pizza.
Are any of the Fat Boys still with us? Are they all dead?
I don't know.
I don't think so.
Remember when the Fat Boys did the theme song to Nightmare on Elm Street 4?
Yeah.
That's when it was really getting scary. Like the music video where they're all walking up to the Elm Street house going, and then Freddy Krueger comes out, starts rapping. and
You may be
doing-
fat, but I'm got knives. You better start rapping for your lives, bitch.
And this was like around the time when like horror movies were really getting it. Like people were like, oh, we got to protect the children from it. They're gonna really start being mentally freaked out by the. And then you're watching it. It's like this is ridiculous. It's
What
a
order was
melted
it?
child molester
Was
with
the-
finger knives.
Did the Fat Boys
walking around with these fat boys rapping about murdering children.
Calm down.
Yeah, what's your problem with that?
Amazingly, that franchise survived the Fat Boys enough
Yeah, they did.
to see the Will Smith, the DJ Jazzy Jeff of the Fresh Prince did a
Nightmare
on
on
Street.
My Street.
Yeah, like let me tell you about the time I
Oh,
was on
yeah.
Elm Street, and then I was like, holy shit, this thing's bulletproof. You can't fucking sell this thing out. Freddy Krueger has more authenticity to fucking unload than the executive branch.
Give it a look. Go home tonight. Check out the Fat Boys Nightmare on Elm Street 4. This isn't when they this was considered one of the best ones too out of the
Dream Warriors?
No, Dream
No,
Warriors
that was 3.
is my favorite.
That's
But
Dawkins. That's Dawkins who does that.
Dawkins fucking
shit.
ruled.
Kind of scary.
We went to see Dawkins and they did that song and we fucking shit our brains out on
I
the
think
floor.
they did the whole soundtrack.
They did everything and we shit our brains out.
Yeah.
We saw Dawkins live.
Yeah.
What? How long ago was this? Like
That's
about
a-
10 years ago? It was at the House of Blues.
Easily 12 years ago.
Yeah. And we
House
shit.
of Blues.
We
and
shit
they
everywhere.
brought in Lynch. What's his name? Is it George Lynch, the bass player or no guitar player? And he came in. They used to hate each other, and he got out there and did a guitar solo that was a fucking just a ball burner. It was so good.
This is such a balmer.
All right. Come on, keep this fucking sweet train.
What
on
about
the fucking
Bobby?
steel
What about
rails.
Bobby Brown's Ghostbusters 2 rap? That one doesn't hold up.
No.
Thank God for someone saying it. It's 2018.
It's time to take control.
Let's get out of this
So
ditch.
Totally sinking into this tape.
Yeah, no, and it will continue. I expect to, it'll be above my neck level soon.
Okay, name a movie that would never have a crazy rap in its soundtrack.
Wild West.
Silkwood.
Schindler's List, yo.
Jumanji.
Sophie's Choice.
The 13th.
I heard Silkwood.
Meryl Streep is a story about nuclear contamination and
The Hunt
Cher.
for Red October.
Cher. Not Meryl Streep? There's no Meryl Streep?
Yeah, I
Seems
don't
like
think
she
this
should
bit's
be in
going
it.
anywhere.
Meryl Streep is such a good actress. She plays Cher in that
I
movie.
said, I said name a movie.
She's got range.
I heard like 3 movies everyone knows that are all about the Holocaust, and then like one that's
All
like
right.
no one knows.
Let's give you a bit more of a lob. What?
Haven't seen it, but okay, I'll do the Will Smith rap about Quiet Place.
Zach, you got a beat for that? Zach McKeever up at the Beat House.
Oh! He doesn't do that. Let me tell you about the time I was going outside and I was trying to keep my mouth real wide, but DJ Jazzy Jeff said, "Hey, Fresh Prince, you better put that down a clef, because we gotta be quiet, because there's a quiet place." This isn't gonna work. That's not. You can't improvise. That's crazy to think you could improvise that.
You set up the bit though.
I what? No, I did, but then my eyes were bigger than my talent. I didn't, that's because you'd need a refrain, even like, "That's how I knew I was in a quiet place." Well, we took off our shoes and we walked on some sand and we had to make sidewalks made of it across the land. But DJ Jeff said, "Hey, Fresh Prince, we gotta not go over there and eat those mints." But I said, "Okay, I think I'm allowed to do that." But I did it and I was real loud, smack. And then the big boogans came out, and that's how I wanted to have a quiet place. Yeah, thank you for your incredibly condescending,
It just goes to
polite applause.
It just goes to show you, Boogans just don't understand.
You can hear just like, there's a million kinds of applause, and that's the applause that was like, just finish. Thank you for wrapping it up.
Yeah.
Anybody see this?
Well, fuck you.
Anybody see this Upgrade movie? This Upgrade? I hear it's pretty good.
Seems like a Shadowrun movie.
Seems like a
Shadowrun.
Seems like a Shadowrun.
I remember Shadowrun.
Shadowrun. You hear about this Shadowrun in the news lately?
Nope.
What?
No,
What
I don't
is
know.
that?
No, it's like a weird cyberpunk role-playing game. No, but it does though, because it's like that's the secret word today. Role-playing game. No, but like he gets wired reflexes. I don't know. It's and then I don't know. It just seemed very Shadowrunning. And guy's like arm turns into a gun. Like a bunch of like tropes from Shadowrun are hitting the trailer. I was like,
You want to go see it with me?
okay,
Do they have some of that cyberware?
yeah, man, wetware.
That's all I got.
Sorry. What were you guys gonna talk about Upgrade? I didn't mean to hijack it.
No, I haven't seen it, but I heard people are really enjoying it. They're really having a good time.
Okay, I'll go.
Awesome. That sounds great.
You should take him.
All right.
He's
All
having a
right.
hard
people.
time. You should take him.
Yeah, he's had a hard life.
Maybe not. Maybe you shouldn't take him.
Okay.
That's the basis you invite people to a movie on,
9/11.
is whether or not they've had a
It's
hard
9/11.
life.
Hey,
The date when the people
Okay,
got
let me
killed.
tell you about the time. We went to New York and we had a ride. My parents were gone and we see the sights, but then 2 planes came out of there. That's the time.
We had a good run here.
yeah.
Have you checked out the backstage?
The backstage is groovy.
Yeah, there's an upstairs like little fuck cubby hole up there.
Yeah.
There's like a
That could
little
be
like
good.
staircase you go up and there's a mattress with like
Yeah,
pillows and
Ronald
stuff.
Coleman used to fuck Anton LaVey upstairs back in the 1930s. Hey, I Wikipedia'd this shit before I came here.
That's cool.
Here at the Telegraph, sucker, what the fuck?
Dynasty typewriter.
Why is it called
Temple
a
Doom
typewriter?
Challenge.
You don't call a place a typewriter. And I look, and the
I
fucking-
like it.
and the-
I like it.
Everyone
I
here
like
likes it.
I like the name.
And if you need Jeff to like it, Jeff will like it.
I don't even get what that joke meant.
You will like
Spencer's
it.
all over your shit tonight.
Yeah, because you got on his shit last time.
I
so it's
know,
just
I love
fucking-
it. See, I'm learning. Like, that's what I gotta do. I gotta rip people's heads off once in a while.
Right.
It's good behavior. It's been rewarded.
Great lesson.
You know, speaking of ripping people's heads off, I thought of a segment we could play. It's called D&D, motherfucker.
Oh damn.
Schraub, you're staying. Brandon, you're staying. You can just chill if you want. You don't have to stay, but we would love to have you up here. It's been a long, bloody time since we've played our D&D campaign. So we're going to need a good, beefy recap on this one.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah. Spencer, can you give me a nice, beefy recap?
Yeah.
You know how I like my recaps. Nice and beefy.
I want to get my beefy recap. I want to take my beefy recap. There's a town that you will go to. Beefy recap. Go to fro. I want to get my beefy recap. I want to get my beefy recap. Nope, stop. I won't. It's not that kind of show. It's the shit he drags in from Whose Line. It's not going to be any clapping.
Yeah. And we file it under E called entertainment.
Ah, well. All right. Fair enough. you do you. Go ahead, entertain people. See where it gets you.
What was that? Was that referencing a certain other song? Beefy recap?
Yeah, I guess it was a little Electric Avenue, obviously. Right, Brandon?
Yes. Yes, it was.
Or no, Funky Town. What was I thinking of? What was I?
Under this
I want
administration,
to
I
get
can only
my-
say yes.
I want to get.
Wait,
my
what are you holding? What are you holding?
recap. I guess. Like,
Oh, it's a microphone. Okay, it's a microphone. You scared me for a second.
Yeah.
Out in the street. Out in the street. Out in the street. Oh no. Isn't that the lyrics to Electric Avenue?
Oh no!
Yeah.
We're gonna rock down to Electric Avenue. Then we'll take it higher.
Look at this motherfucker clap just out of just because he saw Jeff sing. Clap!
It's fucking good. It's good.
No
stuff.
clapping.
the
Stop your
street.
clapping.
On the dark side of town.
There is lots of work to be done. Out in the street there is violence. Something.
I'm trying to figure out how to ruin their clapping. I want to make them party to something awful, like clap if you eat babies. That does it. Yeah, they love it.
Yeah.
Because I picked a safe form of causticity. What if I went there? You would have been fucked up.
What have you been
Let's
up to?
get ready to DMD.
What have I been up to?
What have you been up to lately? I haven't. You know, I'm
I'm just trying to write
trying
this
to keep the
thing.
friendship alive. you
I've
know?
been canceling every appointment I've ever had and
Uh-huh.
trying to finish this thing, and I can't finish it. And I'm supposed to finish it, and it's supposed to be done. and
Why?
I'm
You
trying
should
to finish
finish it.
Yeah. You know what?
Why
Great
don't you-
idea. Do you want 5%?
No, I just want you to be happy. Man.
Okay. Well,
See? That's that's how I go to Boston.
Let's get Steve Levy up here, everybody. Steve Levy!
Hey, before we do D&D, Spencer, do we want to talk about the altercation that we saw today?
Sure, yeah. So, I was leaving Little Dom's today,
You're leaving Little Dom's.
and there was three dudes, and they were following. There were three white dudes, and they were following a black guy without a shirt who had long dreadlocks who was walking his bicycle, and they were following him and having a moving argument.
Oh, Tommy.
Yeah. And so I didn't know what the situation was, but it's always, I had listened to a podcast where someone like watched as 5 people just beat the shit unmercilessly out of this guy, and it was just horrible. And so I was like, I don't want to see like 3 guys kick the shit out of some guy. So I walked over there while like, and they were like yelling and escalating. And I didn't get there until they actually started punching and stuff, but like everyone was kind of gathering and watching them.
They were throwing coffee at each other.
Yeah, they were like knocking each other's drinks. Like that, I think the initial altercation happened at the Coffee Bean, and then like someone knocked a drink out of someone's hand, and then it moved outside, and the cops are called. I don't know. Anyway, I get there, and then like they're engaged, and so I just get as close as I can. I'm
oh
like,
well,
hey.
that's a nuptial spat. You know. You don't
God. Oh, Jesus. What do you mean?
Wait, so this
Just a little-
fight was
just a
it
little wordplay.
was it 3-on-1?
Well, that's the thing. It's like
Yeah.
it didn't start as a fight, but like the 3 guys were clearly like harassing and threatening the guy to make him feel uncomfortable, and he was like, I took both of your asses on earlier and I won. And then the guy was like, come at me. And then they were trying to like two at one go at, not like tag team, but kind of like be ready to catch him off guard and stuff. And so that was about when I got there. Maybe about there was a lot of dodging and stuff. Maybe about 3 or 4 punches had been thrown. But then I just get up like in one of the guys, like right behind the guy. And then I'm like, hey, can we stop fighting? Let's please stop fighting. Can we not stop fighting? Can you stop fighting? Stop fighting. And then they're like, oh, no, see, you got witnesses here. Knock it off, man. We're the victims. He sees it. I'm like, you guys are idiots. Just stop. Come on, knock it off. And then he's like, no, this guy's wrong. And I'm like, you're all wrong. And then I heard sirens, and so I walked away because they weren't actively like looking to get in a punch at that point because I don't know. The thing is, you get worked up into this spell of violence and rage, and like it's very easy to break it, but like you don't see anything outside of that bubble when you're in it. So like I feel like I just like distracted them enough, and then I heard the sirens and I started walking away, and then a police guy like pulled a big U-turn and like stopped them, and then the black guy, he like ran to the police and was like, help me out. And then I was like, I'm out. I don't want to answer any questions.
And when the police started to beat him,
That's right. Yeah,
That
you
was-
said it,
I-
not me.
that was definitely my worry.
Throw him to the ground and handcuff him.
He seemed willing to go to the police, and so I was like, well,
When
if
the
you're
That means he was
comfortable
probably
with the
really in
police-
trouble.
When the police show up and there's a black guy there, that's a great time for all the witnesses just to scatter.
There was a lot of witnesses. There was just no one who was breaking up the fight.
What Spencer didn't know is that I was in the optometrist where this was all happening, and the fight was happening in the front window where everybody in the optometry building was looking out the window going, oh, like.
But they're blind.
Opening up the door like a half.
What's happening?
A
What's
half
happening
inch
out there?
going, hey, stop fighting. Stop fighting. Yeah. And me and Randall Park's brother are sitting there going, dude, what's going on? We should do something.
Randall
We
Park's
should probably do
brother.
something. Isn't that Spencer across the street? Yeah, looks like he's about to cross the street. And meanwhile, I was like, I'm going to fuck you up. And so I watched. And Spencer had no idea that I was living in his world.
I do want to say one thing. The only thing is when you were telling the story and you were narrating for the guy who said like, "Hey, I took," I thought you were gonna say. He said like, "Hey, I took 2 of you guys out for coffee. This isn't how I pictured this afternoon going." And then the third guy's like, "Well, you should have gone with my bid." They're all architects.
All right, Spencer, do you think you can recap D&D from years gone by?
Oh, yeah.
You guys down for that at all?
No.
I heard one voice of dissent.
All right, where's the music? All right, Spencer, you want some music for this? Or do you want to do it a cappella?
I don't care, man.
come on, hero. Come on, hero.
Yeah, man. I'm a hero.
Let's get some fucking mute. Yeah.
I'm glad, too.
Yeah. Yeah, D&D.
There's an audience here.
D&D, yeah. Yeah.
Do it good, son.
Do it good, son.
I'll
D&D.
fuck you up.
I'll rob you, bro. D&D.
I'll rob you.
Let's get on this roller coaster. Go to another dimension.
All right. So the gang was on a mission to find Patchen's gem. They were searching around and they were finding some clues. They kidnapped a guy to get more clues, but they didn't really find any clues from that guy. And then, what's his name? Diarrhea Jr. He started snooping around on his loan, but he got in over his head, and before he knew it, he was kidnapped and locked somewhere. So our heroes went to save him, and they found him. Did something happen? Okay, they found him, and it was fun, but they had to fight. There was a fight. They fought. They were fighting. They're still fighting. They gotta save DJ from the evil actors guild. Now, on Harmontown.
All right. I'd like to pretend I heard more of that than I did because I was handing out the character sheets, but I think I'll be all right.
Oh, were you forced to do that?
I should have done it earlier. I did not manage my time well.
I'm excited. This is the first time ever I have my own sheet.
Yeah, you want to
I'm
read
not
off
playing
some fast
Aaron
facts?
or Steve Levy or whatever, man.
You know, I feel like you never asked me for it. Like, I would have definitely complied with that. I like to say I'm like an easygoing person, I think. I want everyone to feel included.
D&D beef.
D&D beef.
You guys, you're in a fight. You're in the underground area of the theater house of the Screen Actors Guild. No, what was it? It was a guild of acting people.
Yeah.
And you're down there. It's like a wooden. What do you call it? Like a break room. There's tables and chairs, and you see a dartboard on the wall, and there's a map on the wall. You were fighting, and you seem to have killed two of these guys. The only one who's left is a dude holding a gun. It's like a lightning gun. It shoots lightning, and he shot you with lightning before.
Shit.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Isn't
the
it-
lightning gun.
Isn't everybody like entangled in a tree thing?
Right. Thank you for bringing that up. There's Jeff turned into a tree, and then he
Right.
entangled everybody.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I remember that. I was there for that.
Yeah.
So
You're here now.
I'm used to having
So
a table.
It's nice, huh?
Can I do a good old-fashioned like observe surroundings and see who's where and what's what?
Yeah. So there's two corpses on the ground, and then there's one guy who's kind of entangled in your tree. That's you, and he's not like super entangled. He's just, he's like wrestling with vines and such.
Right.
Then there's everyone else. Yeah. There's a door. There's actually 3 doors, and like I said, some tables, chairs, a dartboard.
These fucking glasses.
So combat is still happening right now.
Oh yeah.
All right. So do you want to? Who has the initiative?
He does. He shoots you with a gun.
Me?
Yeah.
What? I'm a tree.
But you entangled him.
Well, like a tree.
All right. It's hard to dodge as a tree. Oh, no, but you're immune to lightning. Okay, so
Yeah.
we established that.
Wait. Don't trees get hit by lightning all the time though?
Yep.
But because I have my fire and my fire abilities, maybe is that why? Is that my character?
Nah.
Okay. Hey, look. I'm
Trees
not
have resistance to electricity. They're not immune.
Okay. All right. So I dodged that,
No, you're a tree.
but I absorb it because I'm immune
Yes,
to it.
yes, sorry.
Okay. I'm not gonna question you on that ever again.
Thank you. That's all I've ever wanted.
Okay.
Does anyone else want to play?
Can I? How do I have him entangled? Like where are my branches around him?
They're mostly around his ankles. Like his arms are unencumbered, and that's why he could shoot you with
Okay,
a gun.
I pick him up by the ankles and hold him upside down like a piñata, so that the rest of the squad can come attack.
All right, you do that.
Yes, I fucking do.
Am I entangled in his tree branches?
Yeah, currently.
Hey, is he shooting lightning?
He did.
Okay.
Did you have a question?
No, let me know when he does again.
Okay. All right.
Because I want to do something.
Do you want to prepare something?
Yeah.
What do you want to prepare?
I want to
Let us
prepare
in.
jumping in front of the lightning.
Okay, great. You do that. Perfect.
Can I shimmy out of the branches?
Yeah. Do you want to try?
Yeah.
Do you have escape artist or anything? It's a skill.
escape.
No, I don't have escape.
All right, give me your dex.
15.
All right.
Plus 2.
You don't escape.
Damn. You really got me tangled here,
You can move your arms, but you can't move very
Chad.
easily.
Can't I just choose to let him free, or is this like I don't have any control over my entanglement?
You do on your turn.
Okay. Sorry, diary. I should have used my first turn to let you guys free. No,
It's cool. I'll just chill here in your branches.
it's all right.
You're like, Jeff, let me go. Let me go, man.
Yeah,
My
I'm
name
like,
is-
I'm like,
my name is Chad.
Chad, let me go. I'm stuck in your branches. What the fuck?
Let me go. Let him go.
And then a bear walks through the frame.
Y'all see that bear?
Does not change the game at all.
No, that happens. That happens. I mean, it doesn't. No one seems to react very much, but sure.
Did you guys not just see that bear? It's glorious.
Yes, but don't we have bigger
That
fish to
fur.
fry? I mean, we're in a
Guys,
wooded
you
area.
guys are gonna freak out when I do what I'm about to do.
Do you want to go?
I got some.
Gary Shamling. Gary Shamling,
Oh,
lay it
yeah.
on us.
Oh yeah.
Is my
Oh, yeah.
special ability of shielding aura that's not a thing I invoke? Is that a thing that's not passive?
I think you do have to invoke it.
Okay, well, because it's allies within 20 feet get +2 armor class per round per level. It would be either that or I'd channel energy if I feel like, have they gotten their asses kicked? I mean, it's been like 6 months since we played.
Yeah.
So have we been kind of like taking a beating?
They've been taking damage and they got some healing. They could probably use some more healing. You could do both of those though, because the
Really?
aura is like a minor action.
Heal.
Ooh.
All right.
Feel that.
Man, this is gonna be great.
Okay, everyone heals 13.
Oh,
Damn.
I don't have a pen.
That's okay. All right. So the guy with the gun, he's upside down. He's trying to shoot.
Whose turn is it?
It's my turn. Oh no. Brandon's stuck.
Thank you, my good man.
Oh no. Brandon's high.
Oh no.
Sorry, Brandon.
He'll fuck you up.
You were gonna fuck the guy up?
He wasn't gonna, but he was willing to say so, right? You were just bluffing, right? You're not gonna fuck anybody up.
I think he's got it in him.
I think that's racist. When do I get to say what's racist?
He shoots a gun.
I jump in
Gary?
front. I jump in front of the lightning.
All right, you do that.
Yes. I jump in front of the lightning because
You got this, bro.
I got it. Shambling Mound is subjected to, whenever the Shambling Mound is subjected to lightning damage, it takes no damage and regains a number of hit points equal to the lightning damage dealt.
Those aren't our mics.
Yeah. Rob's mic just took 4 damage.
All right. So
Right?
Wait, what?
Right?
What do you mean right?
What I just said.
Yeah,
What-
you're reading, right?
But it's right.
Yeah. I've just revealed if you make something up and sound like it's reading, I'll buy it.
Well, now I know. That's how I convince you.
Yeah. So okay, you jump in front of his lightning gun right as he pulls the trigger, and lightning blasts into your body and through your vegetative mass, energizing the wriggling, writhing, viney forms that make you up.
Yeah.
You regain 12 health.
12 health. I'll take it.
Steve and Dan get hit by the lightning as it cuts through the shambling mound. You each take 12 damage.
What the fuck?
You,
Guys,
good thing you healed, huh?
Gary.
you're supposed to absorb it.
Yeah, I am.
Okay, at the same time, one of the far doors on the far wall flies open, and you can see a little dwarf yelling, and he's just yelling. He's like, "Rah!" And he's holding what looks like a big baseball bat, and he comes right towards one of you.
Jesus Christ! What the fuck?
He comes right towards Jeff, who's a tree.
Chad.
Jeff. Oh,
Chad.
Chad. No, you're right.
I get
I was like, no, you're Jeff. I know this one.
He comes at me. Is he mean me harm?
He does. Yeah, he's wielding. Well, it looks like a wiffle ball bat.
Well, I say you're going to bring a bat to a tree fight.
He does. He brings a bat to a tree fight.
And the bat is smeared with poop.
Oh boy.
You don't like it.
What?
You don't like
You?
It's a poop
Does
bat.
he attack me?
Yes.
Say again.
Does he attack me?
Yeah, no. He hits you with the bat, and you hear a pop, and both of you disappear and reappear. You guys, you see both of them like dematerialize out of existence.
What the fuck?
What?
What in the Thanos?
A dwarf just hit me with a magic wiffle ball bat, and now I'm gone.
Yeah.
And
Well-
the dwarf's gone.
He's gone too. Yeah.
But briefly.
You reappear in a dark building filling with smoke.
But we don't see that.
No, you don't know that happens.
Okay. Hello. Have we fucking met?
You're a tree. You can't talk.
I'm okay.
He just smells like shit.
Am I in a different dimension than the rest of the fight right now?
No, you feel like it's the same dimension.
Okay, I summon nature's ally and get that bear.
Can you summon a bear?
I can summon a bear.
Can you?
I'm a druid. I don't have it all written down here.
It's,
I can speak with animals. I can summon nature. I can summon a creature to fight.
Right.
I just saw that bear walk by.
That's different.
Huh?
You could use your speak with animals to talk to the bear.
All right.
Do you want to play the bear, Brandon?
Yes.
Okay.
That's what I'm talking about. Hey, bear. Bear.
What can I do for you?
Hey. You know all those times you use trees to scratch your ass and climb up and get that honey and do all that shit?
Oh, I do. Right after I steal a picnic basket.
Okay, well, now you're being racist.
What?
Don't marginalize bears.
Listen,
I'm saying, well, maybe I am too. I'm saying you look like a badass that might fuck somebody up.
I've been known to eat a porcupine.
How would you feel if you saw a dwarf walk up with a magic wiffle ball bat and beat up a tree?
Is this bat covered in poop? Is that what makes it magical?
I don't know. It makes it shittier. It makes it.
Okay. Well, I would like to tear him apart.
All right. You want to join me in this
I'd
fight?
love to. Let's
All right.
get down.
And let it be known, I didn't even have to summon you. I just had to talk to you.
I've always been looking for someone who would listen.
Well, that's too bad because this fight is a talker.
You gotta be kidding me.
I'm just fucking with you. Let's do this.
Woo!
What's up? Who wants to do? Anyone can go.
I'm back in my natural form right now.
Oh, you stopped being a tree? Okay.
Oh, no, didn't you say I became? Oh, I'm still a tree.
Yeah. Unless you stopped.
No, I'm gonna go fucking bark skin.
Okay.
That makes me tougher, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Try to hit me with that bat again, motherfucker. My skin got. How much tougher is my bark now?
I want to say, what level are you?
I don't.
3?
3.
I think you get +3 armor class.
Okay. Yeah, bark skin. Yeah,
Hell
+3.
Yeah. The bear, do you want to go?
Where are we going?
There's a dwarf with a wiffle ball bat, and you saw a tree who just talked to you and asked you to fight. It just grew more bark.
But I'm still talk. I can still talk as a action movement, right?
Yeah.
I say, hey, guy, just go full bear on this motherfucker. Like, don't hold anything back.
Oh, I'm gonna do him like Leo God did in Revenant.
Yeah. Fucking.
Yeah.
And I want it to last as long as that scene in Revenant.
That's right.
I want you to sit on him for a while. I want this to go
There
on.
will be moments where you think we're having sex,
But
but it will be an attack.
But I don't want to give. I don't want to give a bear notes. This
Right.
time, the bear wins.
Okay, well you goddamn right. Let us go forth and catch this little
Go,
wiffle ball bitch.
just go attack this motherfucker.
I can't. You truly is high. You're super high.
I can't do my other spell right now. I just did this one.
Not yet. All right, you hit him with your bear paw. You deal 9 damage. You take a big chunk out of his side. Yeah.
Hard
guys-
fight to track, you know. Like,
It moved. It got moved to 2 places. You guys should go.
no, it's just it's hard to know if you're winning or losing, you know.
Yeah.
I've seen the bear. I don't know if he's on our side.
Can I talk to our friends right now? Or are we on a different?
No, you're in a different. You don't know.
Can
you
we?
can't hear-
Can I have an audible here? I wanted to ask you who's in the room right now.
The guy with the gun.
The guy. There's one guy in a gun, and then the rest of us.
Yeah.
Okay. Continue.
You guys continue.
Dan, you haven't said anything for a while. Let's do something.
I'm gonna get this motherfucker, and the way I'm gonna do it is magically with a spell I like to call Inflict Light Wounds. It sounds its bite is worse than its bark.
All right. And you're going for the gun guy?
Yeah.
There's only one guy in the room. Is he gonna go for us? What do you have to ask that question?
Yes. All right. You do it. Your hands crackle with fell energies as you touch into his body.
Thou shalt do harm.
You can feel the shock of the spell release. It feels like a very powerful electric spark, and it's crazy. You could just see instantly his flesh just starts necrotizing and sizzling. Like the whole side of his body goes black, and he's all messed up. Like he's been
Racist.
burnt really bad.
While that's happening, I want to Captain America throw my shield at him, just whip it at him really fucking hard.
All right. You do that. You hit him in the teeth. You get him for 6 damage.
Nice. And teeth damage hurts.
I do. Can I go?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, I do a slam attack, multi slam attack.
How much damage? How much damage does it do?
Oh, so much. +8.
Nah, the dice is like 2D something.
You fucking nerd. Just get
Yeah,
it right.
2d6 +5 plus grab.
Awesome.
So I slam and grab him.
All right. You hit him for 8 damage with your meaty paw.
Vegetable.
Yeah. Okay.
Veggie paw.
Now it happens. Yeah. Now it happens. My turn. He pulls out his gun and he shoots it. He shoots it at Steve, and it's like click, 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 like it's empty.
Damn, dude.
And then he throws it at Steve.
What?
It's a critical hit.
Can I catch it?
Yeah, sure, you can catch it.
I want to catch that gun.
All right. It hits you in the face for 5 damage.
Ow!
And then you catch it.
You caught it with
All
your
right,
face.
I still got it. I whip it right back at his face.
Okay, well, it's not your turn, but that you could do that. Then at the same time, you see the corpse of the one of the guys you killed. He kind of like magically kind of lifts up onto his feet. It's very disturbing, you know, almost like a puppet being raised by its strings. And you can see he's been like sliced in half by when he exploded. but it kind of like you could see his sinews kind of coming back together, and then he crawls up onto the ceiling and he starts hissing.
Which guy? Which guy is this?
Okay, so you might not remember him because this is way back when, but one of the three guys had a big like robot juggernaut arm kind of thing, and he went as to punch you and immediately just exploded because his arm exploded.
Okay.
But now he's seemingly come back from the dead and is hissing on the ceiling like a cockroach.
Shit.
What a feeling. When you're hissing on the ceiling. Man, I'm gonna engulf him.
All right, let's go back to the shack then.
Fuck yeah. This is the bear shack?
Yeah, you're a tree with more bark.
All right, whose turn is this?
It's you. You're a tree,
All right.
more bark.
I've been waiting to use this spell for a good old time. Do I have another spell on me right now?
It depends on the spell level.
It's a first level.
1, 2. Yeah, I think maybe you have a 1 left.
Okay, I cast Magic Fang, which gives one natural weapon of my subject creature. He gets a +1 attack, so I can make his claws or his teeth.
Right.
You get a +1.
Yeah.
So I just beefed up this bear.
The bear gets magic fangs. You feel a magical sharpness embody your parts.
Ooh! Ooh, the sharpness. Oh, I'm still gonna do damage. Oh, I like this. I feel more bear.
I turn over to the bear. First off, we never exchanged names. I'm Chad. What's your name?
Bernie Mac.
Yeah! That's our show.
John and Kurt.
Bernie Mac?
Bernie Mac.
How long were you sitting on that joke, Brandon?
10 years old.
Bernie Mac. Now, not only did your fangs just get sharper because I'm a druid who made your teeth a little sharper.
Thank you.
When you attack, I think you'll find out. Remember all that crazy noise that you made when you were attacking earlier?
It gets me going.
Yeah. Well, this gets it a little weirder. Yeah. Also, sometimes the bear goes into a little Bernie Mac stand-up in the middle of the attack.
Bees, huh? Bees. You're not gonna give me none of that honey? You gonna give me some of that honey? Give me some of that some bitch honey. I bite your face off. I bite your some bitch face off.
Okay. But now you still gotta go attack this dude.
Oh, I'll attack this motherfucker. You ain't gonna tell me not to attack no mother. I'm attacking right now. I'll walk up to his front door. I'll walk up to his front door. I'll attack his front door. Now I'll attack his mama.
Okay, hold on.
All right. This is a critical mess. I'm gonna have a heart attack.
It's not. It's better than that. It's damage. Sorry. All right. You smash him in the face with a bear paw, and then you hit him on the other side of his head, so you're holding him in the head. And then
Take
you
this
maul
to
his
your other
face.
side.
It's great. You deal 24 damage.
Oh yeah. Bernie Mac.
All right, he's like flailing around, and as his face is being eaten, he like lashes out and he hits you with the bat, and both of you poof and go outside, and now you're somewhere else. But as that happens, you finish eating his face, so he's dead now.
But we're outside.
Well, not you. You're inside, and you're a tree.
So that's why. So if the cops come, I'm in trouble.
Yeah.
Fucking Bernie Mac's just chilling outside.
He's with the corpse though.
Oh, he's back with the other dudes.
Yeah, he teleported. No, well, he's in a third location.
Jeez.
Oh, it's fun. In the underground place, also the guy's still hissing on the ceiling, and the other guy doesn't have a gun because Steve caught it.
Am I grabbing him still?
Which? No, you tried to grab him and failed. I didn't call that out, but.
Oh, Okay, well, thanks for telling me.
Well, I did not say that you grabbed him.
Okay.
Well, I suppose I have no choice. I've got to summon the level of monster that I'm allowed to.
Probably level 1.
All right, summon monster 1. I'd like to summon a monster of the kind that can climb walls.
Okay.
I hope there's an ant in there, maybe.
You hope what? There's a what?
An ant. I think that I feel like there's an ant. A giant ant. My
Does it have
favorite
to be
kinds.
giant?
It does, yeah.
You're gonna want it to be.
You love those big ants.
Check this out. You like that ceiling? Omnibus jumangibus.
I forget what's your racing class again, Dan?
I don't see the world through that lens. I am a human, size medium, gender medium.
Class. Human.
Cleric.
He's a cleric.
Cleric. Okay, good. Carry on.
Antimum summonum.
All right. You do that. The ant, it feverishly comes out of another dimension and climbs up a wall and then onto the ceiling. And you can see his powerful mandibles snap the guy right on the foot with his jaws, and like scissors, they just snip his foot clean off and it falls to the floor.
Yikes.
He hisses more screamingly. Someone else.
I engulf what's left of him.
He's on the ceiling?
Yeah?
You can't reach.
What?
You can't reach.
What if I jumped?
You can try that, but you might fail.
Well,
You're
there's
gonna try
only-
a jumping in golf?
Yeah, what are we playing at here? Why not?
What are we trying to do here?
Yeah. I just ate lightning with my body. I think I can do this. Okay.
I
I do a
support you.
jump. I do I roll up in a ball, but then I jump and I'm like, wah, and I like throw myself at him to engulf him. And
All right.
Does it work?
You jump up there after rolling up into a ball to like gather potential energy, and you hit him, but you just barely graze him. So
it's not even a slam.
no, it missed
my
as a
swat-
slam.
I see that as
Thing
a
like-
success. We didn't think you were gonna make it. Didn't even think you were gonna touch him.
Thank you. Thank you. It's you know, I mean, you're not going to get anywhere in life if you don't try. You
Yeah.
miss every
You miss 100% of the chances you don't take, right? That's what they say.
Yeah.
Actually, Wayne Gretzky.
Oh God. Know the room. Wayne Gretzky. What? What are you talking
Does
about?
that do 1 damage to everyone else in my deck? I don't know anything about magic.
What Deep Space Nine episode was he in?
What's that? What's that new Red Skull chain attack?
Chain Whirler Goblin. It's a rare from Dominaria. Yeah, that's
Make sure
what we
you
were
update
saying.
your decks.
It's got first strike.
You can deal 1 damage to every other character in the other guy's deck.
Oh man, Random Up Red is gonna infect this meta. I tell you what, Standard's not gonna be the same after Chain Whirler Goblin comes through.
Are we still playing?
Yeah, more or less.
What's happening?
In the Sumerian times, I appeared as a great Glorthos. Many Slorthos knew what it was like to roast in the belly of a Morthos that day, I tell you. I don't know the real
So,
names.
Spence, the gun that I'm holding is just totally out of ammo.
Yeah, it
You
seems
can't
to be
catch
empty.
lightning in a gun more than once.
That's it, just out of ammo.
Yeah,
I
it's
can
empty.
tell. I can for sure tell that.
Yeah, well, I mean, you can pull the trigger,
Okay,
and it's empty.
so it's not like fixable. All right.
Well, you don't. I mean, you're not a wizard, so you don't know how to like fix a magic thing.
Let me look at it. How hard can this be?
Okay, I give Gary the gun, and then I charge the guy on the ground with my elvish blade, and I want to slice his head clean off.
Okay. He doesn't really try and dodge. You get him.
Oh yeah.
What's your strength bonus?
It's 18 plus 4.
Okay, you deal 7 damage. You hit him in the neck.
Jesus Christ.
It doesn't go through, but it's real deep and gross.
Yeah, describe it to me.
Well, it's not like it
Look
goes.
at your biceps. You need to walk that talk back. You're scaring people.
Sorry.
You have
I'm sorry.
He-Man arms.
I'm sorry. Is the blood shooting everywhere?
Yeah, it went down instead of like sideways through his neck, so it's just kind of like he's cleft open kind of in his collarbone area, and he's just spewing.
I stop examining the lightning gun and just take a step back and go. I mean, I just met you guys, but I mean, you were beating up this tied up person in my living room like earlier today, and now you're cutting people's necks. I don't know. I'm just this is all being said with my face because this is all happening so fast, but my expression is like I mean like if you gave me a glance, you would probably go, he's questioning
Right.
the what is going on. Like,
Right.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, like when you would be in a room, you know,
Yeah.
and then somebody says something and everybody laughs, but you didn't like it. You were
Right.
like,
Yeah.
you know, like one of those. It's kind of like,
Yeah. Uh-huh.
You're going through all the stuff that when you retell the story later, you'll be like, and I'm like,
yeah.
I was like,
And I was like, what the fuck is
Yeah.
going on here? I am not, I do not want any part of this. And somebody would say, you said that?
no, I was like,
I was like that.
I was like that.
Yep.
So is my blade still in his neck?
Yeah. No, I mean,
Fucking
no.
gross.
It's part of the attack to withdraw the blade and stuff.
Okay, okay.
Being made out of plant, the blood is weird to me, right? It's weird.
No, you're a carnivorous plant,
If we water him
But
with
I
blood,
don't have
we'll...
blood.
Feed me.
but you eat blood.
Thank you, Steve.
What's happening?
I got a little drunk.
Little Shop of Horrors references.
So I'm like going, Is that what I'm doing?
Well, I mean, it's your choice, but you're not unused to blood because you're like a shark. You
Wouldn't
know,
you
it's
do
like
that for
you're-
poop? Are you a plant? Like, wouldn't you be more into poop?
No, I'm not into poop. Let's not.
Fertilizer, like.
I'm with Carlos on this one. I think you like poop.
Nitrogen and.
But he's a carnivorous
Turd.
plant, so he's like
Just finish killing this guy, okay?
All
I mean,
right.
like, I don't have the look. You're boring the DM.
So what's
I
happening
have
with
a
this guy?
early bedtime.
What's happening with this guy?
The guy on the ceiling, he's been hissing. It was more of a screaming hiss. He jumps down onto the ground and grabs the guy who was holding a flaming sword before he dies, and he plunges his mouth into his body and starts sucking out his blood, and he like dries him he sucks him dry like a husk, and then he just blasts. Newly empowered, he does a Shoryuken uppercut and blasts through the ceiling.
Sharuki.
While hissing, and then he like ninja flips like a crazy vampire out of the building.
What the fuck? This guy. What? God damn.
All while hissing.
Yeah.
The plot thickens. We've not got a single answer on what the fuck is going on
So
anymore.
are we back in the other part where I'm in the tree?
Meanwhile, in the shack, it's filling with smoke, and
Okay.
your bark is thicker than ever.
All right. Can I turn back into a druid, my regular form?
100%.
And I want to pick up that fucking teleportation wiffle ball bat. I want that.
It's not there. It's outside.
I walk outside and go get that bat.
Okay. You see a bear. He's eating a corpse.
I walk around just kind of testing things out, like I see like the edge of the doorway, and I tap it with the bat, just testing out the properties of this bat.
Nothing happens.
Okay. I go up to the bat. I go up to the bear. I say, "Look, hey, Bernie Mac, when you're done, I gotta say I really appreciate what you did. You ate the fuck out of that dude. Stand with me. Let's hold hands. Put your paw on my hand, and I'm gonna take this bat and I'm gonna tap us both at the same time with this bat and see if I can."
You're not gonna hit me with that bat.
No, it's a tap. It's a
No,
tap.
you're not gonna tap me.
It's a little tap.
You're not even gonna tap me. Why are you tapping me?
I will do it like this. I will do it like that. I will do it with a wiffle ball bat. And so we hold paw and hand, and I do a double tap where I'm hitting both of us at the same time. Boop.
All right, if he consents to that, sure.
Huh?
Right? That's cool?
Works for me.
Yeah, because you could try to dodge it. Anyway, you do it. You teleport 20 feet up in the air and fall 20 feet. Your legs hurt, but like you don't take any damage.
All right, that's my bad. To make amends, look, I don't know what's going on. I just tap myself lightly on the head with the bat.
You disappear.
Where do I go?
All right. You reappear back in the room with everyone, but without the bear.
Oh, I wanted the bear. I hit myself again.
All right. You reappear outside 30 feet in the air and you fall.
No damage?
Not yet.
Okay. Like, geographically, am I near the bear? Can I see the bear? Or is it totally a different?
Yeah, when you were airborne, you could see the bear.
I yell, Bernie Mac, come to the sound of my voice. I haven't quite got the hang of this wiffle ball bat yet.
Fall on me. I'll break your fall. You're 30 feet in the air.
That happens.
He's there for you.
Listen.
Do I land? I already landed though, right?
Yeah.
All right.
What do you say we stop fucking with this wiffle ball bat?
So, I mean...
You let me finish eating this dude.
Is the bat still smeared with poop?
Yep, the whole time.
Yeah. All I want in my cinematic mind's eye is for me to come back to the rest of the party with a bear and a bat covered in poop and not give any explanation about what happened.
Well, as it relates to the bat, we didn't have any rabbits to wipe our ass with. I'm putting all these jokes in a book for your grandpa.
You don't come here to hunt, do you? It's another bear joke.
Yay.
All right. So are we back with the group now?
Well, you didn't do anything.
I'm trying to walk with the bear back.
No, you walk back. Okay, you walk back in, you wander back in, and yeah, there's a guy screaming and bleeding. It's great.
Chad's back! And look at the fur on this guy. It's so smooth. It's so soft. Jesus. I'm sorry. It's beautiful.
What the fuck is going on? This is crazy. Where'd you go?
I run around. I get everyone. Let's huddle up. Get in a circle.
All right. Well, there's one more enemy left, I think.
Oh, there is?
Yeah. Isn't there?
Yeah, but he's screaming and bleeding and unarmed.
We should probably take him prisoner, interrogate him. We've been good at that,
Really?
right?
Why don't we have him dig his own grave and just...
Cliffhanger! Thank you all. Thank you all for coming down to our first show at the Doomsday Telegraph, wherever this fucking place is called. Can we get up for our guest, Rob Schraub, Brandon Johnson, Steve Levy, also Church, Yusong, Zach, Brian here on tech, Chris, Sarah, Vanessa, who I met earlier. What a wonderful theater. Thank you so much, all of you, for being our first guests down at the new place. Drive fast and take chances. We love you all.
Did you get any of that?
It's a good show.